Maybe it's you who suffers from SOS, the shiny object syndrome, or maybe it's that flashy squirrel that runs right in front of you. Hey, it's Scott Beebe, the Business on Purpose podcast. We're here every episode to do one thing, and that's liberate you from the chaos of working in your business, trying to help you conquer the chaos where we can. Listen, I realize that you're going to go in today and you're going to be excited about today, and standing in front of you is not only going to be all of the responsibilities that you have to lead people, to lead your team towards the vision. Hopefully you've written out. If you've not, mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision is where you can start completely for free. It's going to require a time investment from you. But once you've got that vision written down, now we take people towards that vision. The problem is when we begin to walk towards that vision, you like my sound effects? Those are not digitally recorded. That is coming from me. I know it's hard to tell. But you've got these shiny objects that are flashing in front of us. And recently we were out, I think we were out in our backyard, and I looked up and this, no, I just remember where we were at. We were actually out in Arizona. So this is a trip we were taking to the Grand Canyon and then to Zion up in Utah. And Ashley and I saw, the kids didn't see it, but Ashley and I saw this shooting star, we assume, and this thing went on relatively forever. Normally when you see a shooting star, it's just, and then it's gone. This thing kind of did a 1 second or 2 second shot across the sky, which in shooting star relativity is pretty long based on what I've seen. Now, some of you who are scientists, please don't respond to this. I realize that I don't have a ton of clue what I'm talking about, but it's what I saw. And at that moment, whatever it was that we were fixed on, when I saw that thing go across the sky, we immediately stopped our conversation, went, whoa! And all the kids were like, what? And I think it's because we were in the front seat and could see it, and they were in the back seat and couldn't see it. But it suspended the conversation that we were having, and we had to get back on track to that conversation. Now, are we glad we saw it? Of course we are. But the majority of flying objects in front of you are distractions, maybe even what my buddy Tom Schwab calls profitable distractions. So you could earn profit of whatever you're defining as profit. It might be money or time or comfort or space or whatever, but it might be a profitable distraction that goes in front of you. And you've got to be very, very careful of those, because the distractions you'll usually smoke out and uncover here pretty quick and go, ooh, that's a distraction. Even after you're into it, you can identify it. The profitable distractions are really hard because there's profit tied to it. And when there's profit tied to something, it's easy for people, not only named yourself, but people outside of you, to look at that profit and go, well, I mean, it's profitable. Yeah, but it's a distraction on the primary core. Gang, take this for instance. I tell you all the time, our goal is to liberate you from the chaos of working in your business. And so if an opportunity came across for us to, let's say, get into the boat dock building business. I just drove past one. That's why it came to my mind. A boat dock building business. I don't know anything about boat docks. Now, in our town, there is a shortage of boat dock builders because of the hurricanes we've had the last couple of years. And so it goes across. I am convinced that we could make that profitable. But the actual product doesn't necessarily have the end game in it of liberating small business owners from their chaos. Now, let's take the other aspect of this. I'll give you an example that I don't know would be a profitable distraction. I think might be something that we could fit into. I'm not saying we're going to. But if we started a financial services firm, now I wouldn't be the provider. Obviously, we would have licensed providers. But that firm would have in its mission to liberate small business owners from their chaos, whether it be a kind of a CPA firm or a bookkeeping firm or a financial advisory firm, something like that. That would have within its scope. And so that might not be a profitable distraction, but we've got to figure that out. The reality is, when you've got these things shooting across the sky, I want you to remember one thing, and it's a proverb that I recently read. It's Proverbs 17:24. I'm reading it from a certain translation. It says, a wicked person secretly accepts a bribe. And then in 24 it says, wisdom is directly in front of an understanding person. Wisdom is directly in front of an understanding person. And then get the second part of this. But the eyes of a fool are all over the world. Wisdom is in front of an understanding person, but the eyes of a fool are all over the world. Be really careful about the shiny object syndrome. That's why the non-negotiable weekly schedule is so important that we teach in our 4 Steps to Business Freedom group coaching program. That's why the weekly team meetings are so crucially important, is that gives you a stable, predictable place to go back to every day, every hour, and really drop in step by step by step the items that matter in pushing you towards your vision. And it also allows you to identify the shiny objects, the profitable distractions, the things that may take you off your game, but man, they sound good, they look good, they feel good. And when you share it with other people go, wow, that's super cool. Yeah, but it's distracting you from your end game. And we got to make sure we've got the responsibility not to be distracted from our end game, because our end game is what's going to push us towards the mission. We got to stay locked in. As leaders, as heroic small business owners, we got to stay locked in. And that's why the vision's so crucial. All right, mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. Go to 4 Steps to Business Freedom if we can help you out. And we'll see you next time, right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.